Hi. All right, we've arrived into July, and I must tell you the last 2 weeks of June were quite significant for many people, including myself, as we kept stripping through layers and layers of old patterns of behavior, and definitely themes around self-confidence and a nudge to really pivot. I call it the pivot, which means there was a disconnection moment, old programs being disconnected, new programs not being fully downloaded. So we entered this stream of nothingness or 0 point, which I posted about it on my page. It was really all about having this sense of what's next for me, what's next for everyone. If we're definitely not wanting to energize anymore any old patterns or old systems of control, then what's next for us? What are we doing? And a lot of those questions kept trickling through. How can I keep neutrality? How can I stay where all I want is pretty much either hide from the world or run from it? So there was all of this mixture of elements, plus huge waves coming in more and more fiercely with stronger light, potent gamma rays, and ultraviolet as well. So when it comes to the light coming into the planet through the solar logos, the more illumination comes, the more we can see through all of the cracks and everything that is been hidden, all to be revealed, and more revelations will come, regardless of the system keeping tight controls or trying to get people distracted. Eventually, everything will come to light. Definitely this year. So we're getting closer and closer to everything being illuminated, within and without, individually, collectively, at all levels. So it means we're gonna go deeper into emotional reset as well. What does that mean? It means also our emotional bodies have been programmed to actually have been deprogrammed. Our emotional selves and emotional beingness has been toned down almost to zero as well, and that has made people really struggling with their nervous system, because most people now, they can't even feel their emotions properly. They feel really uncomfortable about feeling anything, and so they freeze their emotion, they freeze their emotional expression, and that's causing a build up on our nervous systems, and hence anxiety, stress, pain. All of this is trickling, migraines, headaches, gastritis, a lot of anger issues, the skin rashes. All of that is just an overwhelmed nervous system, overwhelmed immune system, because emotionally we've been screwing, and we've been tightening the ropes, because the emotional has been toned down, or frozen with a fear campaign in the past 2 years, since 2019. And because this illumination wave is doing the opposite, is prompting, is opening the heart and opening the emotions, and working with the third center, which is our self-power, our sovereignty. And here comes July coming in with Mars in Leo, and Leo being that fierce, roaring lion energy, fire energy, lunging us into the Lion's Gate, which is always on the 8th of August. And also this is the month, the July is the month on the 26th, where we also enter into the new Mayan year. Just how we have the Chinese New Year in February, the Mayan New Year comes in the 26th of July, with a time of no time. So it's kind of like a reset, right? So July always kind of feels like the pushing towards the new. If we follow more those organic kind of gateways and cosmic energies. So we started with Leo and Mars giving us that energy and that push to push forward. But the question is where and how, since now Saturn or the time of the Aquarian era is here, and Aquarius is all about humanity. It's all about the people. What are we creating? So it's no more time of waiting for others or something. We are the ones that need to create that. And so Leo and Mars in Leo, prompting the Aquarian era, the Aquarius visionary, the humanity to push forward. But also it's an interesting because at the same time we still have that sense of we want security, we want to keep safe, since we're still in the Cancerian month. So there's still a lot of that theme of individuality, self-care, and keeping in our cave rather than being out there and roaring. So some of us will feel that kind of almost contradiction in itself, but maybe if we allow to balance these energies and ride them, it'll be easier. So that's definitely how we're starting. And of course there's so many different things coming at play, but at this stage right now I'm gonna focus on a message I received 2 nights ago, very, very clear message, which came through light consoles that I attend at night sometimes, astrally. And that message was, the war is over. The program of war is over. That was an inserted program in this matrix that has been at play for eons and well, at least millennia. And it's over in the sense of the program of war has been disconnected. Now what's transpiring are ghosts programs, stories, people clinging to those stories. So this is a very interesting theme here. And think about that. We're so used to war within ourselves, war with others. So everything trickles out, you know, so from in to out, everything is a reflection of the self. So if that program of war has been disconnected, so that energy is gone. So what's left to fight within? Why am I fighting within? What am I at war with? What aspects within me am I at war with? And others and other systems. So here's a really interesting outlook here, because if the program of war is been disconnected, we have to be very, very careful that we do not keep energizing that. Of course it's gonna fall. There's nothing sustaining it, but we're very powerful. So if as a collective we keep energizing the program of war, then we might create a new one. And this is where we really need to be in our hearts right now, more than ever, in that neutrality and 0 point, as most of the messages around have been: enter your neutrality, hold the light and enter your neutrality, and do not energize the war program. And that is very difficult to do because we've been so conditioned to be constantly fighting something, someone, ourselves, others, programs, systems. So we really need to step back and observe and reassess if the program of war is no longer connected, it's been dismantled. So then I can really let go here. I can truly let go now. We can truly let our guard down now, and it's okay. And this is where the energy of flow comes in play. And so we need to reassess the meaning of Mars in the roaring Leo, lion. So if the lion is not going to war, what is the lion doing? What other aspects of the lion, of the Leo energy, of the fire energy, we can bring into our lives? That majestic, roaring aspect of the lion, which is, here I am in my presence, in my individuality. Here I am, beautiful, in my mane, connected to the sun, because Leo is also really aligned with the sun. The sun is its natural energy source. So the lion and the sun being the light, right? So then instead of focusing on the war and the fight and the going to hunt, it's back to the self, back to illuminating myself, reigniting myself, my fire, my self-sovereignty, my truth. And that is the key aspect right now that it is at play. So I'm gonna leave you with that right now. I think that's enough, and I will do other videos around the other energetic planets at play. And we're starting with July, Mars in Leo, and we're gonna crown that energy with the full moon in Leo. All right? Strength, and we can do this.